Hello Cancer, Happy New Year to you. It's the 7th of January 2026. I'm going to pull you a love tarot reading today to see what you guys have got going on in love, relationships and all that kind of jazz. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a collective reading, so the messages pulled will be for a select few. If the message makes sense to you, your intuition will let you know. Or you will know. You will just know. So, let's see what we have for Cancer in love. For Cancer in love. What messages do we have for Cancer in love? Okay, so we have the Tower in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So avoiding some sort of Tower moment, avoiding some conflict or chaos or a moment of change and transformation. Delayed in taking action on something. Delayed in facing a situation perhaps. The Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity for growth, stability, abundance, perhaps finances. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Needing to balance something. Needing to balance something out. Perhaps balance a situation out or balance your finances out. Let's see what these could be about in love for Cancer. Why is the Tower here for Cancer in love in its reverse energy? What does Cancer need to know about the Tower in its reverse energy? Nine of Swords in the upright. So something that's causing you worry, anxiety. Something that you're overthinking about. Something that's constantly on your mind, perhaps thinking it over and over and over. Perhaps you're not sure how to approach this situation that might well cause a Tower moment. Not sure how to balance it, perhaps. How to bring it to the surface in a non-chaotic way. Okay, the Chariot in reverse just flew out. So again, I'm going to put that for the 8 of Wands because that's relevant. Delay, no movement, no forward movement, not approaching something. Something is blocked, delayed, holding back from something or someone perhaps. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Cancer in love? The King of Cups in the upright. So, stability, balance, balanced emotions, calm, Let's keep going a moment. Is someone offering you stability and balanced emotions and feelings, or are you trying to keep yourself balanced and stable in this moment of worry and resistance? And let's keep going. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Why is the Two of Pentacles here in its reverse energy for Cancer in love? The Seven of Cups. Thinking about choices, options, whether something is achievable, whether something is true or false, a fantasy or a reality. Wondering if something will work. Thinking of a lot. I think you have a lot on your mind at the moment, Cancer, for sure. Too many thoughts, perhaps, too many options, thinking of too much at once, and it's causing you perhaps to be frozen in those thoughts. So tell me about that King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here for Cancer in love? Why is the King of Cups here for Cancer in love? The Magician. So there's something here perhaps that you want to manifest, something that you want to bring into existence, something that you desire. Perhaps a change or just something new. I'm getting something that's not, there's a potential for something here, but you're worrying about bringing this into reality. And you're wondering how to bring this into reality. But you're perhaps confident that you can somehow, but you're not sure how. So tell me about the Chariot in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Why is the Chariot here in its reverse energy for Cancer in love? There's that Nine of Swords again. A lot of fear, worry, overthinking this, stuck in your thoughts or negative thinking, or very fearful of something here. Rather than finding a solution, I feel that your thoughts are creating more issues, perhaps. What ifs, and sort of thinking the worst case scenario, perhaps. So tell me about the other Nine of Swords. What is it about the Nine of Swords? What's the important message that Cancer needs to hear about the Nine of Swords, as it's here twice? What does Cancer need to know about this Nine of Swords? Two of Swords in reverse. Really not knowing which way to go here. Avoiding making a decision. Trying to avoid confronting it. Not wanting to face it. Not wanting to confront it. Perhaps shutting yourself off from this, or trying to. There's a lot of worry, fear and anxiety for you at the moment, Cancer, with regards to this, whatever this situation is in love for you. You're kind of like a rabbit caught in the headlights. You're so fearful of it that you dare not make a move. Walking on eggshells, I'm getting. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Cancer in love? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Cancer in love? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a change. A change, a twist of fate. The endings and the beginnings of cycles. But you're not sure how the wheel is going to turn, whether it will turn in your favour or not, perhaps. And this is what you're thinking about. Perhaps you're waiting for something to change, or waiting for a moment of, I don't know what you're waiting for. Let's see if we can find out. Tell me about the Magician. Why is he here for Cancer in love? The Ace of Wands. This is, so you're on the, this is a new beginning quite possibly, or this is something good. This is the potential for something good. Something that aligns with you, perhaps. But there's something stopping you from going towards it. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands, that is, they're all pretty positive cards. So I'm not quite sure what it is that's stopping you, Cancer. No judgment, just wondering. Perhaps you have an idea of how you're going to approach this, but it's putting that foot forward to begin the process. Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Cancer in love? The Two of Cups. Okay, so Two of Cups, yeah, it's about, you know, a union and mutual love between someone and, you know, someone and someone else, but it's also about partnership and harmony and balance. And I'm getting the feeling that you kind of feel like you're on your own in managing this more negative kind of situation. You're not sure. It's like you have to deal with this on your own before you can get to this good energy, and you're not quite sure how you're going to manage that. Tell me about the Nine of Swords, the second Nine of Swords card for Cancer in love. Death in reverse, again, resisting this, resisting going towards this, resisting making a change, resisting doing the work that's needing to be done in order to get to a new positive beginning, perhaps. Two of Swords in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer? The Hierophant. Perhaps looking for spiritual guidance, looking for a sign, looking for some sort of divine intervention to sweep in and help you with this. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Cancer in love? Three of Swords. So that's pain, suffering, heartbreak. Perhaps a breakup, a separation. Perhaps you are separated from someone at the moment. Perhaps you've had a fallout or something's sort of happened to separate you, but there is or you would like to bring this back around to a more positive place, a reconciliation perhaps. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here for Cancer in love? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Are you turning your back on this? Or is there potential that you're just going to turn your back on this? New beginning, new start, reconciliation. You're not depending on this to work out. You kind of, yeah. Death in reverse. What does Cancer need to know about death in reverse? What does Cancer need to know about death in love? Three of Wands in reverse. No direction. No way forward. A lack of direction. A lack of a way forward. The Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here for Cancer in love? Six of Cups. Nostalgic energy. Perhaps this has something to do with family or younger people that could be affected or involved. Looking back on past memories and times gone by. Perhaps holding on to some past issues or baggage. And I'm getting the message, why can't things be simpler like when we were children? Why can't things be as simple, as straight and straightforward like they were when we were children? Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why is it here for Cancer in love? The Tower in reverse again. You're not wanting to face this, or someone's not wanting to face this. Someone's not wanting to deal with this. Maybe you or the other person. Obviously, I'm reading energy, so energy, it could be for you or the other person. Use your discernment and take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about that Six of Cups and why it's here for Cancer in love. The Eight of Wands in reverse again. I'm getting a lot of synchronicities for you, Cancer. So I'm kind of not sure how much further I'll clarify, because I think the energy's kind of stuck for you in this moment, in this situation, and obviously until it's resolved in one way or the other, the energy won't move any further forward. So again, that's delays and just no progress here. No, a very resistant, non-progressive energy. 3 of Wands. Hang on a moment, I'm using some new cards here and they're a bit slippy. 3 of Wands, why is it here in its reverse energy for Cancer in love? There's that Hierophant again, in reverse. Yeah. Needing to take the advice you're being given, perhaps, or something that goes against the grain. Does this affect your perhaps your morals, your values, your traditions, your religion, perhaps? Does this go against something that you know, something that's morally or spiritually or traditionally important to you? Does it go against a belief or a value? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Why is she here for Cancer in love? The Sun. Trying to remain positive, perhaps. Trying to stay positive, trying to stay happy, or trying to feel hopeful and happy and positive that perhaps a solution will occur. Or this is something that makes you happy, but yet you're not going towards it. Right, I'm going to pull one more, maybe 2 more rows for you, Cancer, and then I'm going to leave it there because I don't think I'm going to get any further clarification. I think the energy is what it is for you at the moment, and like I said, until it's sort of worked through and resolved and there's a turning point or a change in one direction or the other, this is kind of what it will be. Tell me about the Tower. What's the resistance with the Tower in reverse for Cancer in love? What is Cancer avoiding? What is Cancer avoiding in love? 9 of Swords in reverse. Needing to take time out. Needing to take time away from this to think of it all. Perhaps this has been, you know, a stress, a worry and anxiety, and you're just shutting yourself off for a little moment and just thinking about it all and just having time away from having to think about it. Perhaps this has burnt you out and you're, you know, needing to really look after yourself here in all of this because it's perhaps causing an issue with your health or something like that. Tell me about the Sun in the upright. Why is the Sun here for Cancer? Queen of Wands. Trying to stay confident, determined that somehow something will change here, or feeling confident that a solution will be found, but for the moment you're not quite sure what solution that will be. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is it here twice for Cancer in love? Judgment. Making a decision or needing to make a decision in one way or the other, needing to face up to this in one way or the other. Eight of Wands. Why is it here for Cancer and love? Four of Cups in reverse. Trying to get out of this sort of sad, perhaps disappointment energy, this negative thinking. Trying to accept what is and what isn't, and to figure out what can and what could be and what cannot be. With the Seven of Cups earlier, looking at the reality of the situation, not the fantasy, and seeing what can be achievable and what cannot be. The Queen of Wands, why is she here for Cancer in love? The Hierophant in reverse again. Let me just pause a moment. I want to know why this Hierophant keeps coming out. I'm going to just take a moment to just sit with these cards and slow down a minute and I just want to see if intuitively anything comes to me just while I have a moment to just really tune in on these. So give me a moment. I'm getting here, Cancer. This is quite a moment of self-realization for you. This is perhaps a big change for you, a big moment of change that perhaps you didn't see coming. This is about you. I think this is about you getting in tune with your core self and coming to some sort of awakening within yourself, knowing yourself and what it is, knowing what it is that you want, what you do not want, what aligns with you and what does not align with you. I'm getting that perhaps you're very stuck in certain ways of thinking, certain ways of being, presenting yourself a certain way to the outside world, and perhaps not coming from an authentic place because you perhaps carry outdated ways of thinking or living to please others and not to please yourself. And this is about you making a decision that is based on you and you alone, and not the judgments or labels or the thoughts of others and what others think you should be and think how you should live your life. This is about how you want to live your life. Perhaps you've put your own wants and needs aside for others for a long time. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Why is it here for Cancer in love? The Ace of Pentacles again. This is about going forward to something brand new. This is about going forward to something that you want just for you. And I don't think it's something you've ever done before. Judgment. Why is it here for Cancer in love? Why is Judgment here for Cancer in love? Five of Cups in reverse. Letting go of negative thinking, disappointments, emotional baggage. Letting go of the past and moving forward. Four of Cups. Why is it here in the reverse for Cancer? Two of Cups in reverse. This is about making a decision and going towards things that you truly want, things that truly align with you, and leaving behind things that do not truly align with you. I think this is pretty much what it is for you at the moment, Cancer. And I think it's not an easy decision to make. There's, you know, perhaps other factors involved here. It's not as easy as simply saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to go towards. This is about, well, thinking of others as well. I mean, this could involve family or work or many factors. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I'm not going to sort of try and clarify any further, because this is the moment that you're at. This is the energy that you're at. And obviously this is something that you have to work through and resolve and get to a point of clarity, a point of judgment in your time. So yeah, good luck with it. I wish you well, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.